You walk out in your corset, you end up getting your critiques, and I want you to explain this whole moment. Just explain it all. You get your critiques, you have this corset on, and just go with it.
And I hate to say that.
Looks like Max is coming apart.
Yeah, I just
really needed to loosen the corset.
Okay,
I apologize.
can we get some help for Max?
I think I was like 5th or 6th down the line in the line of critiques. And so it happens pretty slowly. You're wearing your shoes. It's not as bad if you are feeling a good and hopeful energy. It's not as bad at all, but I was feeling some sort of smashed down, defeated that day. So it was also just like, I pretty much knew what was coming, and I was just, had been standing there waiting for it. The fact that it was all rough, it was like a bad dream for sure. So my head was spinning. I needed some sort of breath. I needed some sort of drink of water. And my corset was fairly tight for me, at least, if not for some of the competition. So I think maybe there was some weird hip boning or some shit, but I was just really feeling like I have to take a second. I have to sit down or I'm going to pass out. And maybe it would have been better if I had passed out and more sympathetic or something. I'm not sure. But and also I don't know if I would have for sure passed out because there were a lot of things happening in my head at once. So I got the opportunity to actually, so I think they had told us to, like, if you're ever feeling unsafe or whatever, let the production people know, let this certain producer or director or whatever this man was know that you need a moment, you need to take a drink of water or do something to prevent catastrophe. So I got a water bottle and I was sitting on the edge of the stage for a minute, unstrapped my corset, and up on the judges panel. I mean, obviously I'm interrupting production, so I feel it in retrospect that it was inconvenient for production, all these people getting paid, etc. But they definitely took advantage of the moment, as I took advantage of the moment, and they used my sitting down for a little bit of production, and Rue asked me to sing. I think she asked me to sing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," and I don't know, on that little Twitter thing it says she asked me to sing a few bars of Swanee, but I think she said "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." Because I was like, no, I'm going to sing the thing she sings in A Star Is Born instead when she's sitting on the edge of the stage, because that would be more correct, because I'm an avid Judy Garland fan. So I was saying, so I can't quite be called overnight sensation.
Oh, I can't quite be called overnight sensation.
For it started many years ago, but I didn't sing the whole thing. I just sang because she sang, how about she was born in a trunk in the Princess Theater in Pocatello, Idaho. It's in A Star Is Born, and she's sitting on the edge of the stage singing it. So I sang like one line of that, and they put it in as me just like singing to sing, even though I couldn't breathe a moment earlier, so I wouldn't have decided of my own volition to sing. And then also they had like some little moment with Ginger being like rolling your eyes at me or something, a little talking head about how I had just decided to start singing or some shit.
Cue the dramatics. You could tell she's the actress.
But it was interesting to see that they had chosen to put it in at all. And I wondered what their angle was for sure. I think it was just like to add a little bit of maybe dislikability, but there's nothing particularly dislikable about it besides that it's just like, it could be like some sort of last grab, but if I was doing a last grab, it would have been harder than that. I would have been grabbing harder than that. I was just trying to think about the lyrics. I did not know the words to No More Lies, bitch. That's all I was thinking about, and how tight the boning was. I was not thinking about singing. But yeah, sing us a little Somewhere Over the Rainbow, baby.
Hey everybody, so you may be wondering why I'm recording in my bed. Well, reason why is because of this beautiful birch mattress by Helix. Now, honestly, this has been the best sleep of my life the past week that I've had this mattress. I have been on the same mattress for almost a decade, and I couldn't sleep through the night. I got up so many times. I would go and start eating food and stuff to be able to try to get back to sleep but Birch by Helix has honestly made my life so much easier and my sleep pattern so much better. Birch is a premium mattress in a box company that makes mattresses and sleep products that are stylish, comfortable, and environmentally conscious. Now this is the really cool thing about Birch, because Birch makes organic, non-toxic mattresses right here in America, which is 4 materials sourced straight from nature. You got organic latex, New Zealand wool, American steel springs, and organic cotton. And honestly, it feels so good, both physically and also mentally, to be sleeping on a mattress that I know is made of organic materials and natural products. Each Birch mattress comes with 2, yes, you count it, 2 of their Eco-Rest pillows. And you know what? They're actually made out of recycled plastic bottles. Whether you believe it or not, you would never be able to tell because they're so breathable, so soft, and I absolutely love sleeping with them. Like, look how big this is! Ah! And you know, I've had my Birch mattress for a little over a week now. Like I told you, my sleep's been great. Also, the feel of this is so nice, and just like the bounciness and the being able to like fall into like a cloud, because that's honestly how I feel. It also Birch comes with a 100-night sleep trial. So basically it's 3 months to determine if you like the mattress. If you don't like it, you let them know in that 100 days and you get your money back, and they come get the mattress and you're good to go. Well, I love my Birch mattress, and you know guys, if you are looking for a new mattress or you just want to sleep in the same bed as I am, head on over to birchliving.com/JS. Once again, that's birchliving.com/JS to get $400 off and 2 free pillows. Thank you guys so much at Birch for sponsoring this, and I think I'm about to go back and podcast on my bed. Bye guys! Did Rue ask you because he wanted you to like chill from the anxiety, or what do you think he asked you to sing for?
I don't know. It might have been like a fun little thing that he just thought of off the top of his head. Maybe he was referencing A Star Is Born, or some sort of like where Judy Garland goes and sits down on the edge of the stage on her CBS show or something like that. He could have been making a little reference, or he could have had it fed through his earpiece for some sort of reason, but it would have been just like, I don't know. It wasn't like, he didn't ask me to like fake a fit or anything. He asked me to sing something, so it wasn't, I don't know, it's just all around odd. Could have been good intentions turned into bad intentions. I super don't know, but it was a weird energy. And then obviously you can see I'm like shell-shocked in I've got those red contacts on. That's right, I had contacts in too. I have those red contacts on and I'm just shell-shocked by the whole thing.
I have everybody who comes on, I have them, basically, since my show is called Exposed, I have them expose something that happened behind the scenes that didn't make it to camera, whether it be something funny or crazy. I've had people talk about like workroom fires and like production shutdowns and stuff. Was there anything that didn't make it to camera that you want to spill?
My gosh, I have to think if there was anything scandalous. Well, I got, when we were brought back for the episode where we did the twins things, Trixie was back. We were all back in like the green room. So this is not, I don't know. It's sort of scandalous. In the green room, and I had mentioned something, we were all on microphones, and I had mentioned something about Snatch Game very briefly, and Mandy, one of the producers, like came into the room 5 minutes, or 2 minutes, or 3 minutes later, or something like that, and pulled me out and down and into a dressing room, and like gave me a very stern talking to about how I was not supposed to mention production details from previous episodes with people, even though she was like still in, I don't know, I should have realized it because she was out for that episode, but she was like still in the production, but I got a very stern talking to. And that happened. And then something else that will always stay with me is that Miss Fame was talking about how her and her sister would fart in their hands and blow it at people and call it buttercups. That has mentally scarred me for life. And that's part of the whole "these girls are so vulgar" thing, is that these people are just saying, and I don't know, there's plenty of nasty ass shit that like my funny shit from my childhood and stuff, but I was like, you guys, gross at the time. There's a ton of little funny details, and really nice like production assistant moments and nice moments in interviews with the people who were chatting with us and the little talking head segments, but nothing particularly scandalous. Nobody like snuck out or anything. I don't think anybody had any fights. Nothing crazy.